Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Friday morning, it's the second day of August. Time as I make this is 4:37 a.m. We have obviously a lot to talk about this morning. I will try to be concise and bring you up to date. All right, first of all, it's oppressively warm even at this hour. Yesterday, the heat index got as high as 108. We are under yet another heat advisory today with the heat index easily 105 to 110 again. So you know that story. There were a few thunderstorms on the radar yesterday, very few, and I expect very few thunderstorms on the radar today because the atmosphere is just not conducive to storms at the moment. However, that may change here in a few days. So the extreme heat continues through the weekend. I've got us in the upper 90s for the actual high today. I've got us in the mid to upper 90s for the next several days, right on through Monday. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that would be Index 97L, which has now come off Hispaniola. It's in between Hispaniola and Cuba. It's looking a little better as far as organization today. And something very important is going to happen. The National Hurricane Center is going to get some good data from reconnaissance aircraft for the first time that will be in the system checking it out. And when we get recon data, it just does so much good stuff for the models to grab onto. All right, so the Air Force plane takes off at 9:30 this morning from Biloxi. We could see tropical storm watches or warnings for portions of Florida as early as later today. In fact, I expect that to be the case. So here's the deal. The model tracks take Invest 97L, the future Debbie, into the Gulf of Mexico by tomorrow, Saturday. It will probably become a depression, maybe even a tropical storm quickly. That will certainly happen, and it will stay and will be hugging, it looks like, the eastern Gulf of Mexico, and then maybe making the curve across northern Florida and then into the Atlantic Ocean, where it could become a hurricane and, who knows, perhaps a major hurricane. It's not a done deal yet because we haven't had a reconnaissance aircraft in there yet. So we're going to learn a lot today about the future of Debbie. That's D-E-B-B-Y. That's the way this is going to be spelled, all right? Elsewhere, what else to tell you? Let's see. I was going to tell you more about Debbie. It's all in the blog section below. There's a lot of great graphics this morning for you, including you'll see the wind swath from the GFS. You'll see the ensemble model tracks. You'll see the European probability of a tropical storm and where that is. A whole bunch of great data. And maybe we'll have a system tomorrow to actually track as far as the National Hurricane Center's cone. Right now, the only cone we have from the National Hurricane Center is the area of possible development. And you're going to see now that there's a 70 to 80% chance of that system developing. So here we go. I am still on COVID quarantine, although I'm doing a lot better. I've got a sore throat, cough, and a little fatigue at times, but I'm doing much better. And thank you for all your nice comments. All right. This morning, so I will not be live on the radio. Actually, I will be live on the radio as far as a phoner this morning at the 6 o'clock hour. And you're going to get information from me on blog later about watches and warnings in Florida and the future of what will be Debbie. And I can do extensive coverage for you over the weekend as well, as well as your forecast across the Diamond 8 radio stations, the Blue Water family of stations. All right, now you're up to date. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you stay weather aware. I know you will. Our free weather app will keep you on top of the action, and I mean all the action. Radar, future radar, hourly forecast, 10-day forecast, all of my posts, including all my tropical posts for the next few days as well, and a whole lot more, plus instant push notifications for severe weather alerts. It's free in the App Store. Just search Rich Thomas Weather.